It's time for Friday night football action. You're watching The End Zone, presented by the Dozier Law Firm. Here's your host, Bill Shanks.
And hello again, everybody, and welcome to The End Zone, brought to you by the Dozier Law Firm. I'm Bill Shanks from the Telegraph and Fox Sports 1670 AM in Macon. Yes, it's time for the playoffs. We've got action from 6 playoff games tonight around Middle Georgia. Later on, we'll have our 41 First Alert Weather App Game of the Week, Locust Grove at Veterans. We start tonight in Macon as Stratford hosted Pinewood. The Eagles won 6 in a row to end the regular season and won Region 2 and AAA in the GISA. They've been scoring at will on opponents, and the defense has been pretty solid as well. Pinewood was 6-3-1 in the regular season and actually lost to the Eagles 27-6 back in Week 2 in early September. Here we go, the Eagle Field for the action. First game of the night. Parents formed the Spear Tunnel as the Eagles took the field, and it was cold, but the rain stopped, thankfully, and everything was ready to go. Stratford gets the ball first, goes to work on their own 44. Here's the handoff, Connor Corbett, who will dart for about a 15-yard gain on the right side right there for the Eagles. Then Lucas Bowden gets the call, 7 yards here on this play. Flag down, but it was on Pinewood, and that's a 7-yard gain. Then on third and short, John Mitchell is going to get it and get that first down right there to the 20. The Eagles in business, and watch this. On the Pinewood 20, Mitchell drops back, and watch this. He's going to lob it. Lob it! Jonathan Hefner, touchdown, Eagles. He's in there for 6 points. The PAT would make it 7-0, and the home team was out on top early. Now Pinewood would take a shot at scoring and would come up empty. Handoff to the running back, and he's going to be hit by, Douglas Bradley right at the line of scrimmage right there. And then the quarterback makes a big mistake. Cole Thomason, watch this. He's got it, INT. And he's going to turn around and head for the end zone. That's every defensive player's dream come true. 27 yards, touchdown, 14-0 after the PAT. Here's our 5-star drive of the week right here. Stratford got it back, goes to work. Hefner gets a 13-yard reception right there to the Pinewood 26. Now a handoff coming to Corbett for the Eagles, and he's going to get about 13 yards right side, inside the Patriots' 10-yard line, and they're in business again. Now a run coming up. Austin Devaney, he's going to get it on the 10 to the 2-yard line. And then Mitchell is going to call his own number. Watch him sneak up to the line. Real sneaky like. Oh, yeah. And he's going to snap it, take it, go, in there, touchdown. And they are on the board again, and that was our 5-star drive of the week. The PAT made it 21-0. Eagles win it big time. 42-15 the final. They are now 9-2. We'll play Deerfield Windsor next week. Let's stay in North Macon, head to Tattnall now. The Trojans hosted Southland from Americus at Jack Baines Field. We start with Tattnall on their own goal line. Tattnall would fumble. Southland's Blake Shadows would recover, and that was a great break for Southland there. A few plays later, Ryan Weaver hands it off to Alan Gleason. He's going to score for the touchdown, and that would put Southland up by the score of 7-0 after the PAT. Tattnall now with the ball at the beginning of the second quarter. 4th down and 1. Calvin Slaughter is going to take it, and well, he's going to get more than a yard. How about 25 yards for the touchdown? That would make it 7-7 right there. Second play now, Southland's next drive. Weaver and Gleason combined for a turnover. The ball recovered by Tattnall. Colby Easterwood falls on the Southland 9. Big break there for Tattnall. A few plays later, Lane Watson throws it. Dakota Long. How about a touchdown? Off the fingers of the other guy, and they'll take it right there. 14-7, Tattnall out on top. Here's our hit of the week. Ooh! Jonathan Ward shuts down the big hit on Colt Stevens. Slow-mo. Got him again. Same drive now, this time number 23. Stevens gets it in fairly easily for the touchdown score, and that would be a tie game there. Now on the kick return, Aubrey and Kemp. We got to watch this. This is going to take a little while, but it's pretty, as they say, on his own 10-yard line. Kemp is going to go right side. Cuts back to the left. Cuts back real center field, and he's going to avoid that tackle. That guy feels bad because Kemp is going to score. Had a long touchdown. The PAT was missed. Made it 20-14. Now near the end of the second quarter, Tattnall close to scoring again. Watson to Jake Allen. Watch this on the 1-yard line. Just comes up short, but Ward would take it in for the score right there on this play. Made it 26-14. Tattnall on top, but oh no! Southland comes back and wins it 29-26. What a huge upset there. Trojans finished the first year of Clint Morgan at 7-5 with a big disappointment in the second half. Up next, we move to the GHSA and get video from Warner Robbins, Forsyth, and Port Valley. More on the End Zone right after this.
Welcome back to the End Zone. The hit of the week is brought to you by JT Hanna Promotions.
Welcome back to our show. Let's continue our playoff edition of the End Zone and start with the Warner Robins team at home against Whitewater. The Demons won Region 2 and 5A and had a magical regular season. The only blemish, the loss to Houston County about a month ago. Warner Robins been playing great defense all season. How about 19 interceptions? That's the type of defense that can really be dangerous in the postseason. Whitewater is from Fayetteville. They were in the state semifinals last year, but were fourth in Region 4 and 5A this season. Here we go to McConnell Talbot Stadium for the action. Always a great crowd there for the Demons, and the Demons will get the ball on their own 40. Caden Johnston will hand off to Danny Height Jr., and he gets about 10 yards up the gut for a first down midfield. Then Height again for about a 7-yard gain, but the Demons would have to punt it away, and Whitewater would go to work on the Demons 19, hand off to the running back, and he makes a nice run up the middle there, gets to the Warner Robins 3-yard line. Then the quarterback is going to leap in there for the end zone for the 6 points after the PAT. Whitewater shocking the crowd with a 7-0 lead. The Demons would answer on the Whitewater 31 shotgun demon gun. How about that? Johnston looks to his left, finds Marquez Callaway. Nice game about 12. They are in the red zone now. Now watch Johnston spin around and look to his left again. Tyler Cranford falls onto it, and he's in there for the 6 points. PAT would make it 7-0. Whitewater answered back. Watch this run by number 7. No name, no roster. So we'll just go with number 7, okay? Deal with it. Nice run, though. Touchdown, Whitewater. He gone, and the PAT was no good. That made it 13-7. Demons trailing. Then Warner Robins knocked in a field goal about 20 yards out. That made it 13-10. Whitewater still on top. Whitewater would get it back and deep in Warner Robins territory. The quarterback scrambles, chunks it in the air, and he's going to be chased and throws it. And don't do that, man. Marquez Callaway got it for Warner Robins near the 35, gets it to the 18. They are in business. But the Demons couldn't find the end zone, had to settle for a field goal. Game tied at 13. Then Warner Robins, they would get on the board again before halftime. Johnston, Callaway, great pass, great catch, touchdown. That made it 20-13, and they would hold on for the win. 34-27 the final. The Demons were tested tonight. They move on and head to round 2 and play Richmond Hill next week. Now on to Forsyth. Mary Persons hosted Eagles Landing in Quad A playoff action. Here come the Bulldogs. Always a great crowd in Forsyth. Eagles Landing starts it off with the ball. Bradley Dewberry gets it, passes it to Holloway, and to the about midfield. Then Cedric Palmer gets the ball, runs up the middle, about 23 yards, shakes off a couple of tacklers before Shannon and Head bring him down inside the 30-yard line. Then Dewberry again, shotgun, fakes the handoff, then it's going to look, confuses our cameraman. Oh, but he got it. Tyler Geis in there for the touchdown for Eagles Landing. The visitors were up first, 7-0. Mary Persons down with the ball, D-High gets it, runs up the left side, and he's going to get a long run right here. Look at him stiff-arm the guy. He's going to get about 42 yards before some guy named Gino Fabrizio takes him out of the bounds. Justin Gerald gets the ball, runs in the middle for about 10 yards there, taken down by Alexander. Then King passes to Rawls. He's a beast. On the 18-yard line, stopped for a small gain, but personal foul would put the ball on Mary Persons' 8-yard line. Then Justin Gerald gets it, runs it up the middle, and he's going to score. Finds daylight. After the PAT, it was 7-7. Mary Persons down with the ball again. D-High gets it, tries to run up the left side, but he's taken down for only a small gain. Then, nope, no good, and he's going to be down. The Cal King tosses it to Rawls. Watch this right here. This kid can play. I mean, this kid's just one of the best players in Middle Georgia. 55 yards right here for the Bulldogs. Takes him down on the 5-yard line. Then Justin Gerald runs up the middle for the touchdown. Bulldogs are up 14-7, and they hang on. They get a safety later in the game. 16-14 is the final, and they get Burke County next week. We go now to AAA. Peach County hosted Chapel Hill in the Valley. Here we go. It was 14-7 when we got there. Third quarter, Panthers driving. Logan Johnstone can't get it from Peach's Kyle Nixon. He's brought down. They have to punt it away. Then Danny Williams boots it high in the air, and watch Tyler Gibson on this return. He's going to cut back to his left and take it all the way inside the 20-yard line. What a great run right here for Gibson. He's a fine player for Peach County, and he gets it inside the 20. Now after back-to-back ball starts, it's 1st and 20. Keyshawn Lowe gets the carry, and he's going to get it back inside the 20-yard line. Tough run right there for Lowe. Nice player. So now it's 3rd down. Gibson in motion. Here he goes. Gets it again, but he's going to go 14 yards and leap over a couple of people and score. How about that? Nice footwork. And the PAT tied it at 14. Next drive, Johnstone finds MJ Rookert on the swing pass. He's in the end zone and cap a long Chapel Hill drive right there. After the PAT, it was 21-14. Chapel Hill late in the third quarter. Peach County, though, comes back and wins it late, and I do mean late. 28-21. How about that for Peach County? They will now play Waco next week. So could the magical season for veterans continue? Find out with our Game of the Week right after this.
You're watching the End Zone with Bill Shanks on 41 ABC.
Welcome back to the End Zone. The Drive of the Week is brought to you by 5 Star Automotive.
Well, we thought we would have veterans as the team for our Game of the Week tonight. They've arguably been the top story in Middle Georgia. It's only their 4th year of playing high school football. They lost their first 3 games this season, all non-region contests to start the year, and then won all 7 games in Region 2 and Quad A. Region champions, and now everyone wants to know how they'll do in the postseason. Tonight they hosted Locust Grove, a team from Region 4 that won 6 games this year. Here we go. Let's go for the Warhawks now at home against the Wildcats to Herb St. John Stadium. The Warhawks on the field before their first playoff game, and they got off to a good start tonight. First quarter after a Locust Grove punt, Logan Bird hands it to Deswan Harris. Gets about 8 yards right there. Next play, Harris again, just dragging men down for the first down inside the 22. Plays later, Harris again. This time he's going to take it 15 yards, and I don't think anybody touched him. He's in there for the score, touchdown. PAT was no good, though. It was 6-0. Veterans, off the crossbar, 6-0 in the score. Ensuing kickoff, Victor Dickey is going to muff it now. He's going to pick it up. That's not good, but great coverage by the Warhawks, and he's going to be brought down at the 1-yard line. Big play right there for veterans. Next play, the snap is going to go high. You know what that means. Cortez McDowell picks it up, and he's got a safety. Yeah, 8-0. Veterans. Back came Locust Grove on the next drive. Tyler Sellers finds Tennessee commit Cortez McDowell wide open for the 40-yard touchdown, and they would go then for 2 to tie it up. How about this play? It finally ends up in McDowell's hands again, and yeah, he's got it, and it's tied at 8. Second quarter now, still 8-8. Bird hits Keon Pearson, and he gone. 69 yards for the score. The PAT made it 15-8, and veterans would go on to win this ball game 36-15, and they play Wayne County, the Yellow Jackets, next week. We'll tell you more scores, and we'll look ahead at next week's games right after this. Join me every weekday afternoon from 3 until 6 for the Bill Shanks Show on Fox Sports 1670 AM in Macon and online at foxsports1670.com. Plus, listen to our morning show with Charles Olson and Daniel Shirley every weekday morning from 7 until 9 a.m. All right, let's take a look at the scoreboard now and see where some games there's some interesting scores so far, and also some big matchups next week. Here we go. We start. Houston County loses tonight to Monday's Mill, the Tigers. Here's the final, 33-13. Houston County finishes their season at 7-4. Von Laster should be very happy with what happened in his first year. It was their first playoff game since 2006, but they fall tonight in Jonesboro to the Tigers. Tomorrow, of course, the big game. Northside will host McIntosh, and Northside, if they win, will play Ware County. Remember that matchup, Ware County next week. Westside loses to Stockbridge by the score of 41-20. The Seminoles finished at 7-4. They had won 4 straight games. Tough luck for Spoon, Risper, and the Seminoles. Also, Griffin all over Rutland tonight. George Collins Hurricanes finished at 6-5 for the season. Waco all over the Johnson Adams Smashers, 56-7. They'll play Peach County next week. Waco 10-0, very, very good team. Appling County over Dodge, 30-8. They will play Central of Carrollton next week as well. Appling now 9-2. Dodge falls to 4-7. Lamar all over Metter. No big surprise here. Lamar, one of the best teams in the state. They will play Thomasville next week. They win 58-15. Also, Benedictine, the Cadets over Macon County, 63-12 tonight. Macon County finishes 6-5 on the season. Also, Bleckley County wins over Bryan County. The Royals are now 9-2. They will play Brooks County next week. Also, Westfield and GISA, AAA. Westfield, the Hornets, they beat Trinity Christian tonight from Sharpsburg, 42-13. The Hornets are now 10-1. They will play Southland next week. And Mount DeSales season comes to an end. They get beat by Deerfield Windsor, 42-7. The Cavaliers finish 3-8 on the year, and Deerfield Windsor, of course, will play Stratford next week. Also, John Millage over Westwood, 42-7. The Trojans are now 11-1, and Trinity Christian from Dublin over Flint and River, 30-27. They will play Valwood next week. And also recapping our scores for the games we had highlights for: Stratford over Pinewood, 42-15. They play Deerfield Windsor next week. Tatnall loses to Southland. They had a big lead. They lost 29-26. Now Southland will play Westfield. Warner Robins all over Whitewater 34-27. Also, Mary Persons Fort 16-14 over Eagles Landing. They play Burke County. Peach County over Chapel Hill. They will play Waco next week and will probably be one of our best games. And 36-15 is the final. Veterans over Locust Grove 36-15. That's our broadcast. We're back with playoff action next week. Thank you for being with us. I'm Bill Shanks. For all of us at 41 NBC, good night.